What's up everybody, it's Bliptus here. Today I want to talk about the Hohem iSteady V3 AI tracking gimbal. This gimbal here is no ordinary gimbal. First off, this video was sponsored by Hohem. Thank you for sending me this. But however, they did not have any input into my video nor my experience. They had no preview of this video prior to uploading it onto YouTube. So purely everything you see on this video is my feedback to you guys, my viewers. I also have a second channel, Unborders. Check it out if you want. Those are most of my vlogs, my travel channel. But that's where I mainly use my gear. So it's important for me to have gear that works, that's portable, lightweight, and multifunctional. That is my main criteria for tech products that I keep in my backpack because space is very limited. Now, when I first took this product out of the box, the first thing I noticed was, even though it's made out of plastic, you see this? It feels really good in the hand. It feels soft, feels sturdy, it has a nice heft, a nice weight to it, and it feels very balanced, which is really great. The main feature of this gimbal is this AI tracking feature it has. The AI tracking feature comes from this module right here, which doubles as a camera, AI tracking camera, as well as a light box. You can turn the AI tracking feature on and off just with this toggle switch right here that they have conveniently located, as well as this module won't just fall off. You can see I'm pulling on it. You have to press the two tabs on the side to unlock it and it'll come off. It switches forward and backwards depending on what orientation you have your phone on and how you plan on shooting. The clamp here features rubberized feet to protect your phone, and it expands up to fit a iPhone 13 Pro Max, which is what I have here. This one right here, you can see how it's kind of like rounded over the edge of the phone, and it feels snug, feels secure. The second thing is it features a remote control that is detachable by magnets, and it just lives there, snaps in easily. You see that? And everything that you need to control this gimbal is really on this control panel here. It also features a scroll wheel. This is where you're going to be controlling the lights. And on the other side here is a power button and a USB-C. On the back of it has this trigger that you will be using to orientate the gimbal back to its original position of whatever settings you had it on. This is an all-in-one. It has an extendable selfie stick, and not only that, this selfie stick you can bend forward and backwards, which is really great, very useful, especially if you're doing walking shots. And on top of that, you can see the bottom has a 1/4-inch screw, as well as this tripod legs. And these tripod legs are not some flimsy plastic tripod legs. These are made out of metal. It doesn't feel like you can break it very easily at all. And when you want to put it back in, you just put it together and you go pop, and it's back in. That's it, and it's hidden away. I was using this to take a lot of time lapse, and it's been amazing. Now, that is just the outside of the product. Let's get into the review. In this review, I want to actually talk about why you would want a gimbal in the first place. And I can think of 3 types of people that would want a gimbal. The first type of person is someone like myself who is always solo content creating. You know, we're always shooting by ourselves. So this gimbal, with its ability to stand on its own and its AI tracking feature, it definitely allows you to get much more creative shots than just having your camera stand on a tripod. This could be great B-roll footage. The food blogger, especially the food blogger, because this right here has a built-in light. Check it out. That's dimmable in 7 stages just by the use of a scroll wheel. If I double-click the wheel, that's warm and that's neutral. The second person I think that would really benefit from something like this is someone who already owns a smartphone that they really love to use. Now, if that smartphone, even if it's an old one and it has a decent camera, a gimbal would actually make the footage even better. Right now, this is being shot on an iPhone 5S, and you can see that the footage is quite grainy, right? It's not very usable, especially if you're vlogging at nighttime. Now, I'm shooting on this to prove a point that even the worst camera can be really good if you have the right lighting. Here it is. I'm gonna turn on the light and you're gonna see a dramatic difference in the video quality. There you go. See, now my face is properly exposed. I can turn it down a bit, but very usable footage. Now you can actually see me walk and talk. Right now I have the AI tracking camera turned on, so if I move the gimbal around my head, it will keep me in frame, in center frame. Now, to turn on the AI tracking camera, all you need to do is do the OK symbol, and the green light on the camera will turn on. And if I want to stop the AI tracking, all I need to do is put my palms up in the stop motion, and then the light will turn red, and you can see I can go out of frame now. Turn it back on, you'll see it has now detected me, and it's going to keep me in frame. The third type of person that I think that would really benefit with a product like this, it's just for people who want to have stable footage in general, all right? You have a smartphone and you just want stable footage, even if you're holding it handheld still like this and you're normally talking to the camera handheld, a gimbal will eliminate those micro shakes. This is a running test with no gimbal, just handheld. This is a running test with the AI tracker on. Now, the best thing about this is you can control this AI tracking remotely just by gestures. The gesture that I'm going to do, let's say for right now, you can see I'm sort of in the middle of the frame. If I don't like the framing of it, what I'll do is I'll just put my hands up like this, and let me just show you. The light will start blinking green like that. Let's say for instance I want to be framed more to the side on this side here. I just put my hands up like that, and now you'll see that every time it tracks me, it keeps me on that side of the frame. Really neat. I'll do it again. I'll get myself back into center. Perfect. Okay. Now, don't you worry, if you ever want to know all the features, this is the pamphlet that you get inside the box, okay? And inside the box will have all the gestures that you need to understand what the gimbal can do. And it's just like a quick setup. It's really great. Very useful, especially to reduce the learning curve when you first start using this product. This is the size of it, and this is my phone, so you can see that it's about the same footprint of my phone. However, obviously not as thin, but even though it's not that thin, being the size of my phone, I can actually easily slip it into my pocket like so. And yeah, I like that it folds up into a neat package. All right, pros and cons. Pros, first pro, build quality. Really great. These legs, I gotta say, are awesome. Overall, the feel of the product feels sturdy, feels like it'll last. Number two, AI tracking feature. Being able to control the AI with gestures from afar, that is amazing. Whoever thought about that, great job. Three, gimbal performance is amazing, it's great, it works well, and especially when I'm doing fast movement, it keeps up. It feels like the motor is quite strong, so no problems there. Four, having a wireless remote is very empowering, especially when you have the gimbal from afar and you can control every function with it just with the remote. That is very useful, especially for me who's always shooting alone. It's the best. Battery life. This thing is amazing. On one single charge, it can last me the whole day shooting the odd things, but you definitely need to bring a battery pack if you're going to shoot completely off the gimbal the entire day, okay? If you use the AI tracking feature, it does use a little bit more juice, so just make sure you do that. For me, I'm using a hybrid of a camera and also my smartphone at the same time, so for me, it works with my workflow and the way that I shoot. To sum that up, I basically don't have any battery anxiety. Next, things that do need work. Trying to mount a microphone to this is impossible because it does move left and right. So to have a wire sticking out of the end of a phone and trying to connect it to a receiver is impossible. So what you'll need is if you need an external microphone to use with your phone, make sure you buy one that is Bluetooth connected, okay? The second thing that I find that needs work is this is the gesture you do to change the orientation from portrait to landscape. The camera seldomly won't recognize that gesture and it just kind of like ignores it, basically. Whereas all the other gestures work fine. It's just that one gesture. When you flip it, you'll see on the screen right now me attempting to do it multiple times, and sometimes it will fail. So I found that as an inconsistency with this product. So that's pretty much it. Those are the only two real cons that I could find with this product while using it on the go. Overall though, great product, good job. So that's pretty much it for this review of the Hohem iSteady V3 AI tracking gimbal. Overall, I think it's a great product. Definitely do recommend it for anybody who's out there looking for a gimbal. If you like this review, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That will help me out a lot. And I'll see you next time in my next review. Take care. Peace out.